See if they're going to go get somebody from the Bloomington side. We're going to skate 5-on-5, and we'll get a neutral zone face-off. It's that time of the night for Jack and G to call and say goodnight. We have a 2-1 game in favor of the Bloomington Bison here, with 5:17 remaining in the second. Looks like everybody is unsorted well. Good night, children. I love you. Hugs and kisses through the phone. That's the best. Sure, mom's ready for bedtime. Both of them excited because Grandpa's going to be coming tonight. Dad's excited too. They'll be here for pink ice. Face off in the neutral zone. Now 1-1. Bloomington comes back, and then coming downhill, Kalamazoo is looking for Ott. He shoveled back to the point. 21 fighting majors in 21 games with these two teams. Shot in, save made, rebound, and fire poked. And we'll get rough stuff as the net comes off its mooring. 5 minutes ago here in period number 2. So everybody on Peels next to Ty Young. The faceoff will stay down in the left circle. So time of the fighting majors, 4:14 or 14:43, excuse me. They'll blow it dead in the right circle after Matsushima and Preston wave at it. So we'll bring the puck back over there to that right dot. It's 21 games combined with last season. Face-off won by Bloomington. They shovel it underneath. Matsushima centering feed. It's leaked out in front of Young, but pulled out by Bloom. Okabe comes back down. Flings it diagonally into the left wing corner of the Bloomington end. Preston trying to get under it, and it rolls into his right skate underneath that left wing corner. It's finally jammed free. Picked up by Setoff. Leaks it back to Drasner, right point across the blue line to Lee. Back up top to Okabe. Okabe turns. He's forced back out of the zone. That'll be offsides, and the K-Wings got to tag up. Good work there by Eddie Matsushima to push him over. Broke in with Orlando and Maine in 1920. On the home in Tulsa. Now captain of the Bloomington Bison, second season with this team. Dumped into the K-Wings end. Moved all the way around, comes back to the right point. Sent back down low. And he chipped all the way back. Here's Josh Bloom out to Walker. Walker into the Bloomington end, right circle. Plays it around. Gontus coming after it, keeps it going to Pennington. He can't hold the zone. Kyle Jackson on his hips. He's going to come all the way down the ice. He'll find it and kick it all the way around. Aiden McDonald will find it in the Kalamazoo, above the Kalamazoo left wing corner. Kiefer there now. He'll seal it. Look to get it out. Sackerman tries to throw it past McDonald. He'll throw it back at Sackerman. He glumps down another one. Moves it ahead to Gontus. Gontus waves it in. Gavlis didn't see where it was going, but he tapped it out of midair and left it for himself. Now the K-Wings jam it back. Delayed offsides as Kiefer gets back in. Send it up to Jackson over the K-Wings left point. Rink wide feed underneath McDonald. Picked up there by Pennington. He comes back with Bielik over the left point. Bielik stalls it, drops it. Pennington loses edge, wipes it. Datema finds it. Pennington heads back to the bench. And Setoff will rip it back up the far side. Mack from center ice over the left point. To Denis, backhands it to him. Seeing it all the way, Connor tries to stay with it softly. Plays it back, Abramov turns it off. Okabe tripped, no call. Wanted one. And it'll be moved back the other way. He's going to tear in Lees for a scoring opportunity. He has it again after Wall sends it up. Denis finds him. Connor in over the right point. Setoff plays it past him. Mack tossed over by Cox. Now he works him underneath. Leaves it for Datema. Coming on him, Strand. Layers upon layers with 2:32 remaining in the second. K-Wings trail by a score of 2-1. 2 goals in a minute 19 for Bloomington in this frame to take control. Abramov tries to come underneath. Moves it to Ortiz. Ortiz gets worked by Okabe. He'll lead it out. Cox now. Long shift over the line. Sends it back. It pinballs off his skates. Long stretch for Kuntz. And they send it back to the Bloomington blue line. K-Wings get a change. Okabe. Second wind out there as he comes back into the defensive end. Him and Bimo work on each other. Far side boards, comes back to the point to Ortiz, leaks it. Matsushima trying on the backside. If he would have found Gavlis, that would have been a bing bang boom. Can't. Now there's Matsushima again, blocked by Kuntz. It comes out of the zone. Ortiz will rock it back. Ewing's looking to get a change here. Sent back to Bimo, comes back in over the line. Jammed at. Lee will find it. They get one new body. That's Josh Bloom coming off the bench. It's hung up above the right wing corner in the defensive end with 1:33 remaining in the second. They dig at it, scrum at it. It's loose there on the boards. It's Ship. Matsushima pushes it back into the crowd. Lee pressuring up on Kalinikovitz. Finally, they ranch to the ground. Now it comes to the high slot. Set off backhand forehand. Leaning across back door, missing Morrison. Now Kuntz comes through, flings it high in the air. Does it go over? It does. It hits the scoreboard. We get a whistle and a stoppage. And we'll get a neutral zone face-off, I believe. They're going to take it back into the defensive end. So the faceoff moves to the right circle. It's going to be jammed back out. Under a minute to go in the second. K-Wings will bring it back into the neutral zone as Kiefer will jam it deep. Gontus goes after it. They get a hit. It's laid. Sackman will retreat as it's flung ahead. Carper going to come under it with Pennington in front of him. Carper going to go around, try and go around the cage. Pennington challenges him all the way. Datemo will find it, left wing corner, and bump it up to Senoff. More ozone time here after they get the 2 goals for Bloomington. It had been at Kalamazoo with all the pressure. Momentum swung back to Bloomington, and they capitalized. K-Wings with a 12-7 shot advantage here in the second. Dryden McKay coming up big as well. 20 ticks left as Kalamazoo dumps it underneath McKay. Senoff gets plastered. Gontus finds it half towards near side. Coming back for it, Kiefer trying to skate for it as he gets tied up by Matsushima, pulled out by Ott. The Niagara product sends it all the way down. 12 assists at the end of the season last year with Bloomington in 14 games as they come to the end boards. And the horn sounds. That will do it for 40 minutes. K-Wings the aggressor through 30 minutes of play. But the final 10 minutes, especially a minute 19 starting at the 12:46 mark to the 14:27 mark, belong to Bloomington. And they're able to climb back out on top. We'll go ahead and fire up the Bud Light second intermission report. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will have the first and second period recap. And we'll check out the out-of-town scoreboard. It's 2-1 Bloomington after 40. Back with more after this.
In hockey, fights happen on the ice. But in divorce, there's a better way. Look around the stands and you'll see it. Single parents, blended families, co-parents, all cheering together. How can you get there? I'll be your coach. We'll use collaboration, negotiation, and kindness. Because our goal is to help people work together to focus on what matters most. At Woznicki Law, a true win only happens when everyone stays on the same team.
Do you want to stop the suffering of aches and pains? Are you wanting to look, feel, and live better? Would you like to recover faster to get yourself back on the playing field? US Cryotherapy is the place for you. Located off West Edge, we offer whole body and localized treatments, as well as many others from the everyday person to pro athletes. We've got something for everyone. Call us today at 269-993-0947. US Cryotherapy, the official recovery center of your Kalamazoo Wings.
Looking for a fun, fast-paced way to spend your weekend or night out with coworkers and friends? With packages for 10 friends or 200 coworkers, look no further than K-Wings Hockey. We have on-site catering and private event spaces available, making K-Wings Hockey the perfect place to enjoy the company of whoever you want while watching Kalamazoo's only professional sports team. Call us today at 269-345-1125 or go online to kwings.com for more information or to book your group today.
When you're getting ready for a move, look no further than Allied Van Lines. Their world-class crew of full-service movers will make sure your moving gets done quickly and carefully. Whether your next move is in residential transfer across the interstate or corporate relocation around the world, Allied's team knows exactly how to help. Get your free quote today by calling 269-345-6111.
Hooked on K-Wings Hockey? Ready to save money on all those single game tickets you've bought over the years? Were you too late to get your season ticket package? Then the K-Wings back half of the season ticket package is the package for you. Join us for 18 action-packed games this season and get them at a price you'll love. Call us today at 269-345-1125 or head to kwings.com to book your back half season ticket package today.
Wings Event Center, we are in the second intermission, and the K-Wings trail by a score of 2-1. It only took a minute 19 for Bloomington to retake control of this game as the K-Wings were dominant. And then a couple of defensive miscues on the end boards as they could not figure out for about a minute and a half how to break out of the zone, and paid for it as Colin Bielik opened the scoring in the first period. The only goal of the first at 2:13 from Pennington and Sackerman, a left circle drive that knuckled in the air, went over the top of Johnny McKay. Then Kelly Nikovitz from Matsushima and on at 12:46, 14:27. Aiden McDonald again from Ferguson and Ashita. That's all the goal scoring we have in the contest. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Yeamans and Doherty went off for fighting. Drasner at 9:09. Those fights, or that fight, came at 14:43. Penalty in the first period to Kelly Nikovitz at 8:35. Between the pipes, Young 15-17, 14-15 for Dryden McKay. K-Wings had an 8-5 shot advantage in the first, and then they're outshot 12-7 after a 7-1 start in period number 2. So Bloomington able to turn it on, and they found it. So we will go ahead and look at the individual shots. Gontus with 3. That leads all players with Bielik. And then 3 shots for Kelly Nikovitz. He has a goal to show for it. That'll do it for the first and second period recap presented by Tower Pinkster here in the Bud Light second intermission. K-Wings trail by a score of 2-1. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
Positivity. It's more than a saying. It's the driving force behind our health system. It's in our employees, our providers, our patients. It's in the choices we make to improve healthcare for you and the ways we work together to advance the health of our community. At Bronson, we live positivity because positivity is what inspires us to go above and beyond. Find out what it can do for you at bronsonpositivity.com or follow us on Facebook.
Sucks we have to work on a Sunday.
Does it though?
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
How about dogs?
I brought Peyton Manning.
Hi. I brought chili.
You people are done. With work.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Get over. Get over.
Do you want the opportunity to create great memories with your friends without being tied to specific game dates or times? Check out the Kalamazoo Wings Flexi Plans with 12, 24, and 36 packs available. You can pick which games you want to attend and who you want to attend the games with. Starting at just $156, Flexi Plans give you the perks while enjoying hockey on your own time. For more information, call K-Wings at 269-345-1125 or go online to kwings.com. K-Wings Nation, let's block.
Pop quiz, Kalamazoo. In the last 24 hours, have you enjoyed a drive-thru meal, coffee to go, bowl of cereal, box of crackers, frozen pizza, or a case of pop? Chances are your neighbor Graphic Packaging made the container it came in. With a century plus in Kalamazoo, Graphic Packaging proudly keeps millions of tons of waste from landfills and turns it into new paperboard packaging, rewarding careers, community impact, and recycled packaging. Talk about a hat trick. So if you ever wondered who one of the K-Wings' biggest fans are, it's Graphic Packaging.
Honor Credit Union has been this community's choice for generations.
My parents and grandparents were both Honor members, and when I was about 6 years old, they started an account for me. Honor feels like it's where our family puts their money. So we recently started an account for my 3-year-old son, so he's having a similar start to what I did.
From their first savings account to retirement planning, we're here for every milestone. Honor Credit Union is a family tradition you can count on. Visit honorcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking for a fun, fast-paced way to spend your weekend or night out with coworkers and friends? With packages for 10 friends or 200 coworkers, look no further than K-Wings Hockey. We have on-site catering and private event spaces available, making K-Wings Hockey the perfect place to enjoy the company of whoever you want while watching Kalamazoo's only professional sports team. Call us today at 269-345-1125 or go online to kwings.com for more information or to book your group today.
Do you want to stop the suffering of aches and pains? Are you wanting to look, feel, and live better? Would you like to recover faster to get yourself back on the playing fields? US Cryotherapy is the place for you. Located off West Edge, we offer whole body and localized treatments, as well as many others from the everyday person to pro athletes. We've got something for everyone. Call us today at 269-993-0947. US Cryotherapy, the official recovery center of your Kalamazoo Wings.
Looking for a fun, fast-paced way to spend your weekend or night out with coworkers and friends? With packages for 10 friends or 200 coworkers, look no further than K-Wings Hockey. We have on-site catering and private event spaces available, making K-Wings Hockey the perfect place to enjoy the company of whoever you want while watching Kalamazoo's only professional sports team. Call us today at 269-345-1125 or go online to kwings.com for more information or to book your group today.
When you're getting ready for a move, look no further than Allied Van Lines. Their world-class crew of full-service movers will make sure your moving gets done quickly and carefully. Whether your next move is in residential transfer across the interstate or corporate relocation around the world, Allied's team knows exactly how to help. Get your free quote today by calling 269-345-6111.
Hooked on K-Wings Hockey? Ready to save money on all those single game tickets you've bought over the years? Were you too late to get your season ticket package? Then the K-Wings back half of the season ticket package is the package for you. Join us for 18 action-packed games this season and get them at a price you'll love. Call us today at 269-345-1125 or head to kwings.com to book your back half season ticket package today.
Back at Wings Event Center, we're in the second intermission. K-Wings trail by a score of 2-1 to the Bloomington Bison. Well, we're going to call in the old righty one more time, Mr. Michael Toltz. We are ready for the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Athletic Mentors.
Thank you, Chris. Our first stop takes us to Greensboro, North Carolina, where the Royals have a 3-1 advantage over the Gargoyles. Then in Savannah, Georgia, the Everblades are taking on the Ghost Pirates. That game is 2-1 Savannah.
What period?
Just about to start the third period in that.
Ooh, Logan Lambden, former K-Wing, with a goal in that one.
Then we head to Quebec, where the Thunder take on the Lions. That game is 4-2 after 40 minutes. In Duluth, Georgia, the Icemen and the Gladiators are going at it. That game is knotted at 3 with about 4 minutes left in the second period. Then the Indy Fuel are taking on the Red Hot Wheeling Nailers with about 50 seconds left in the second period. That game is still knotted at 1. Then the Orlando Sorrel Bears are taking on the Maine Mariners. That game has about 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second period, and that is knotted at 3 as well. Then our division game of the day is the Cincinnati Cyclones versus the Toledo Walleye. Cyclones up 3-0 on the Walleye. That would be quite a statement win for Cincinnati. Then the Iowa Heartlanders take on the Fort Wayne Comets in Fort Wayne. Comets have a 1-0 advantage over the Heartlanders with about 11.5 minutes left in the second period. At the end of the first period in Independence, Missouri, the Oilers are playing the Mavericks, and the Oilers have a 1-0 advantage over the league's best Kansas City team. In Wichita, Kansas, the Rush and the Thunder are going at it. That game is still scoreless, about to start the second period. In Allen, Texas, the Admirals are taking on the Americans. Americans up 3-1 in that. The Swamp Rabbits are also taking on the Steelheads in Boise, Idaho. And that'll happen later tonight in still a few hours yet. They're out in the Mountain Time Zone, so we got to wait for those games. And the other Mountain Time Zone game is going to be in State Line, Nevada, as the Grizzlies take on the Night Monsters. And there's also one more game happening today, Chris, outside of the ECHL that I think might strike a chord with a lot of our K-Wings fans.
All right, what you got?
So, number 1 ranked University of Michigan is taking on number 2 ranked Michigan State right now. And the good guys in green and white are up 3-1 on the Wolverines. They just dropped the puck on the third period. Charlie Stramel has a goal and assist in that game, and boy, what a year is he having.
I feel good about that one. Well, what about the affiliates? Well, I'll tell you, the affiliates are in action. Just one, Abbotsford Canucks. They will be hosting San Jose for 2. They start tonight at 10 p.m. and then tomorrow at 7 p.m. And they get the Ontario Reign the following week. And for the Vancouver Canucks, it's a much-needed break. They lost this week twice, 6-2 and 5-2. The Mammoth and the old Golden Knights doing the damage. So we'll see if everybody regroups for the Olympic break. We'll be back at it. Mike, thank you so much for the out-of-town scoreboard. That'll do it for our second intermission. K-Wings trail by a score of 2-1. We'll be back with the call of the third period after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
Being a Kalamazoo Wings Business Insider is all about access. Access to 4 seats to all 36 K-Wings home games. Access to creative brand exposure opportunities so you can grow your name recognition. Access to unique game day experiences to reward your employees and customers alike. For more information on how to become a K-Wings Business Insider, call 269-345-1125 or go online to kwings.com.
Wanted, weekend warriors, and recovering couch potatoes. Are you looking to lose weight or just want to improve your physical condition? Work smarter with high-tech fitness coaching from Athletic Mentors. Born out of our work with elite athletes, but designed for everyone. Our metabolic testing and body composition ultrasound will put science on your side to optimize your workouts. Check out our packages at athleticmentors.com under functional fitness. athleticmentors.com.
Hey K-Wings fans, Chris Cano here to tell you it's time to stop buying single game tickets and save some money by joining the ranks of the high flyers as a season ticket holder. The K-Wings have customizable plans to fit your budget, which in turn allows you that exclusive experience you've been looking for while enjoying Kalamazoo's only professional sports team. There's no better time than right now to become a K-Wings season ticket holder. Just call 269-488-8158 or go online to kwings.com to secure yours today.
And now, your NFL Airmen, led by Peyton Manning. Omaha! They've changed course.
Peyton Manning?
They're going for the beer. Whoa! Touchdown!
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
I shouldn't have called that audible. Thanks. What?
Looking for a fun, fast-paced way to spend your weekend or night out with coworkers and friends? With packages for 10 friends or 200 coworkers, look no further than K-Wings Hockey. We have on-site catering and private event spaces available, making K-Wings Hockey the perfect place to enjoy the company of whoever you want while watching Kalamazoo's only professional sports team. Call us today at 269-345-1125 or go online to kwings.com for more information or to book your group today.
Host your event at Wings Event Center. With a hospitality-first mentality, you can rest easy knowing your event is in good hands. Conveniently located directly off I-94 in Kalamazoo with top-notch technological capabilities, in-house catering available, and intimate to large event spaces, you'll be set up for success at Wings Event Center. Visit wingseventcenter.com to learn more about booking your next event in Kalamazoo.
Looking for a fun, fast-paced way to spend your weekend or night out with coworkers and friends? With packages for 10 friends or 200 coworkers, look no further than K-Wings Hockey. We have on-site catering and private event spaces available, making K-Wings Hockey the perfect place to enjoy the company of whoever you want while watching Kalamazoo's only professional sports team. Call us today at 269-345-1125 or go online to kwings.com for more information or to book your group today.
Positivity. It's more than a saying. It's the driving force behind our health system. It's in our employees, our providers, our patients. It's in the choices we make to improve healthcare for you and the ways we work together to advance the health of our community. At Bronson, we live positivity because positivity is what inspires us to go above and beyond. Find out what it can do for you at bronsonpositivity.com or follow us on Facebook.
Money period on the way as we start the third period. Both teams out on the playing surface. Kalamazoo trails by a score of 2-1. It took a minute 19 for Bloomington to take control as they get 2 goals in that span, the 12:46 mark and the 14:27 mark. And now the K-Wings trail by 1. And they're being outshot 17-15 after Bloomington turns it on in the final 10 minutes of the second. They outshoot the K-Wings 12-7. And we will see what response we have here on home ice. Kalamazoo going to rush from left to right across their streaming device. Down to the left goes Ty Young. He's 15 of 17. Johnny McKay, 14 of 15. Puck is down. And we're underway. He's able to win it. Andre Gantu's going to sauce it down into the Bloomington right wing corner. The Wings win that puck. They'll play short the rest of the way out. Todd Skirvian out with an upper body injury. We hope that he's all right. Comes back to the neutral zone. Drain back to the defenseman Chris Ortiz. Ortiz fired all the way back in. And the K-Wings dig it out of their own end. Comes all the way out to the neutral zone. The set-off couldn't reach for it. Dateman now from the far side rims it all the way around the high glass. K-Wings able to pick it up. Bloomington works on changing out forwards. McDonald, Jackson, and Karpa come out. Kalamazoo under their own end. Here comes Zach Okabe. Chugs it over to Preston over the left point. Tries to push it across the blue line. Skips in the slot underneath Josh Bloom. Picked up. Jackson no looks it to McDonald. That'll go all the way down. This should be icing, and it is. As it missed Aiden. We'll come back if you're just joining us. Colin Bielik had 2:13 of the first. His 11th of the year. And then Bloomington with those 2 goals that I called out at the top of the period in the second. So the K-Wings get 1 in the first. Bloomington with 2 in the second. Kalamazoo will look to improve that record. 15 wins in 1-goal games. 15-5-3-3. So points in 21 of 26 one-goal games. Face off right circle in the offensive end. Quinn Preston slams at it with Karpa. Bloomington wins it. They try to flush it out. Kept there by Lee, but it'll pinball back as Jackson takes it in the neutral zone. Shaded it over the right point of the Kalamazoo blue line. Across the slot, a drive. That one goes wide as Karpa blew it. And now the K-Wings follow that puck onto the stick of Setoff into his own end. He turns it back over to Strasner. Fans on trying to clear it. Karpa steals him. That should be interference, but no call. Bloomington comes down on the back door as a centering feed from McDonald to Jackson misses. K-Wings will try and flush it out. Aiden McDonald tied his man up, hook him to the ice. No call. And Kalamazoo will fling it out of the defensive end. Only 2 minor penalties called in this game. Both teams with a power play apiece. And Strand going to try and turn the corner on Ferguson into the Bloomington end. They rock hard on the end board. Pushed over to Ishida. He hinges it to Denis off the stick of Abramoff. Denis looking for the far side on the rush. K-Wings will follow it out. They come back 2-on-2. Strand trying to go around a man. Lays it softly down. Picked up there by Ishida. Drops it back, and now Mack will look to pump it. Back down to the near side, Abramoff. Abramoff tied up there. Good play to pull it out by Paul Connor. Connor in over the line, lays it softly. Cox will chase after it. Ishida will keep it moving around from right to left. Denis ahead. Abramoff plays it around the perimeter into the K-Wings end. Ty Young underneath it. Just watches it go by. Connor and Wall work for it. Skip past Yeamans. Bielik turned around, half boards, near side, flushed out. Now Strand going to catch up to it. Can he get a step on Gavlis? Comes in. Strand now, right wing side. Centers it into the slot. Robidoux will pick it up right on his spot. There's Doherty coming off the bench. Just a tad too late. They'll wrench it all the way down. Demo goes after it on Sackman. Sackman places past him. Robidoux sends it back for Brad Morrison. Picked up underneath by Yeamans. He shovels it low to high to Gavlis. Gavlis to Yeamans. Yeamans on net front, blocked by Pennington. He's up in the left wing corner of the Kalamazoo end. Preston and Demo battle for it. Preston wins that battle. That frees up Pennington to sauce it through center. Turning for it, Kuntz. It'll fall in the lap of Ortiz. Ortiz all the way underneath the net. Kuntz on him. It's flung back, turned over. Preston comes for it, chops it down left wing side. Preston tries to pull the needle on Bimo. And Bimo able to get a skate on it. Kalanikovas brings it up, pushes it in the skate to Matsushima. Preston comes back for it. They can't get over the Kalamazoo blue line. Kings wanted 2 men on the ice again. That's the second time in this contest as it heads all the way underneath. Ty Young below that left wing corner. Dug out by Ott. Wraparound try. Save made. Rebound coming down. Set off. And he scores. 3-1 Bloomington. 16:01 remaining in the third. K-Wings trail by 2. Nikita set off. He's delivered a juicy rebound after a wraparound try. Goes off a skate, falls into the left circle, and he bangs it into the back of the net for send-off goal number 8 of the season. Boy. K-Wings fans heading to the exits. They don't want to miss the comeback. K-Wings from center ice. It's taken away by Jackson. Brought back in over the right point. That'll be offsides on Bloomington. So Bloomington with 3 straight goals. See if Kalamazoo can hop back in it. Neutral zone face-off coming up. Time of the goal, 3:59. Set off from Ott and Kalanikovas. Kalamazoo flips it out after the face-off. Glove down at the blue line, sent back to Sackman. Flings it back to center ice. It's going to chop in. David Kiefer will go after it. All the way down to the Kalamazoo right wing corner. Sackman plays it to Gontus. Gontus now, little stutter step, works his way in, flings it, Kiefer, Gontus. It's going to go off for the protective netting on the shot that was blocked. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off, and we will head to the left circle to get play started again. Set-off's first goal against Kalamazoo this season. All that despite being tied for number 4 in Bloomington goals and number 1 in Bloomington points. Nikita coming in to tonight at 27 assists. He adds a goal to that marker. 8 goals, 27 assists, 35 points on the season. 15-14 remaining in the third. Want to find a way to solve McKay here next few minutes. We get a railroad coming in after the face-off. Looks like slow to get up is Paul Connor. Sheeta throws it back in over the Kalamazoo blue line. Going back to get it as Wall. Wall jams it around. Konakovitz will find it. Centering feed, that one out in front. Matsushima missed. And Kalamazoo slings it out. That'll go down the ice for icing on Colin Bielik. Strand looked like he had a step on Ferguson. So the defensive end we go. So the Bloomington Bison made a 14-10 2-2 record until New Year's. Now trying to get 2 games above 500 since that January 1st mark, and a good job of steadying the pace here and then taking advantage of some defensive miscues. And obviously you don't like the rebound going in at the top of the period here, but that type of stuff happens, and a good deposit by Nikita Seta. Abramov going to move it net front. K-Wings will try and flip it out of the zone. Denis throwing a hit on Bielik. Wall talks to him. Now Drasser coming after it after Mack hinges it out of the zone. Abramov to Denis. A lot more room to work here for Bloomington as they chip it through. K-Wings going to stay with it. That'll miss Jaden Lee coming out. He'll go back on Datema and work on him all the way. Gets a stick on it, but that'll go about 2 rows deep. On the backhand by Datema on the far side of the Bloomington defensive end. So Bloom along with Preston Okabe, Lee, and Drasner. Bloomington shovels that left circle face-off in their own end. That left wing corner. Body starting to float around here as Datema takes the outlet pass, flings it back into the K-Wings end from left to right around the carousel. McDonald slows it up in the right wing corner. 3 red jerseys collide on him, but they get it low to high. Datema across the set-off. Set-off throws it to McDonald on the left out. He's pushed off the puck by Drasner. Penning, such impressive, trying to get it out. Okabe will come back for it. He wipes it to Bloom. Bloom now across center red, flings it down. Right wing side, wrapped all the way around. Pennington scoots underneath McDonald. Flings it towards that left post. Okabe chasing after it. Set off, gets a piece of him. Coming over is Preston. They bank it back underneath. Long stretch for Bloom. Bloom coming on Ortiz. Finds McDonald. McDonald has it taken away by Pennington. Pennington moves it down. McKay shovels it underneath. More bodies rocking on the forecheck here, and we'll get a whistle. That'll bring us to our first media timeout of period number 3. 13-11 remaining in the third. 3-1 Bison. Back with more third period action after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
Positivity. It's more than a saying. It's the driving force behind our health system. It's in our employees, our providers, our patients. It's in the choices we make to improve healthcare for you and the ways we work together to advance the health of our community. At Bronson, we live positivity because positivity is what inspires us to go above and beyond. Find out what it can do for you at bronsonpositivity.com or follow us on Facebook.
Hooked on K-Wings hockey? Ready to save money on all those single game tickets you've bought over the years? Then the K-Wings back half of the season ticket package is the package for you. Join us for 18 action-packed games this season and get them at a price you'll love. Call us today at 269-345-1125 or head to kwings.com to book your back half season ticket package today. Again, that's 269-345-1125 or head to kwings.com. And go K-Wings!
9:11 remaining in the third. 3-1 Bison as they come clawing back after the halfway point of this game with 3 straight goals. Todd Scriven still down on the bench, and he's definitely getting his boys going during the timeout. We'll see if it helps here. K-Wings want to get one here quick. Doherty comes in to take the draw with Matsushima. Bielik to his left, Kuntz to his right. They're going to toss Doherty again. So Bielik comes in to take the draw. 1-1 back by Matsushima. He flung all the way out of the offensive end. Connor Wall with a long stretch. Robidoux trying to eye him up, but that'll be icing on Bloomington, so we'll reset again. Gatlis trying to sneak off. All the players got to stay on the ice on an icing, and that includes you, Mr. Parker Gatlis. So Evan Doherty back into the dot. We'll see.
553-6400.
How this one goes, and then Matsushima head up again. 3 abreast stacked across the slot for Bloomington. Wall and Connor on the blue line. Matsushima able to win another one. Ortiz going to move it around to the far side. Robidoux has it poked away. Bielik trying to muscle it. Now Kuntz with the takeaway to Bielik up front. And a save made as Doherty just missed his first goal of the season. He wrenched out. Trying to run under it is Robidoux. Kuntz going to knock him off stride. He falls down to the ice holding his stick. Boy, you just want 2 referees for a game like this. K-Wings work it back out. Bielik takes a little hit. Doherty throws a body. We're going back and forth here. This Wall going to nudge it to Kiefer, who hinges it to Gontus on the run over the right side. He goes around his man, comes down right wing. Pulls breaks, right wing corner. He'll bank it low to high off the bench. Lee center point drive, save made, rebound. Drasner will collect. Move it from the left wing to the right wing. Kiefer rolls it back up top to Gontus. Gontus now, step on Abramov. Right side in, back in. That one never makes it through. Ortiz knocked it out of midair. Good stick work there. And Chris Ortiz, Drasner will go back to get it. Rolling puck. Abramov stays on top of him. And sent right back to his stick by Draz. Second effort. And Bloomington wins a turnover. Climbing, shooting, and saving was Young on Ortiz. Hold it for the whistle. Shot total 4-1 here in the third in favor of Bloomington. They have a goal to show for it. Faceoff moves to the left circle. Former equipment manager Austin Dykstra in the house here tonight. Giving him that old NHL break. Nice to see him. Got a chance to go out and get some lunch, a little bimbos. If you haven't been to that establishment in downtown Kalamazoo, you are missing out on one of the best pies around. Free marketing. As we're back to action. 11:31 remaining period number 3. Bloomington works it around the offensive end. They go from right to left, back up top. Gavlis sees some time and space, moves it in, and just misses Matsushima. Okabe trying to face up now on set-off. Moves across from right to left, the blue line. Hooks up Gavlis, turns, fires, and a blocker save made. It's loose on the right side of the crease. Taken out by Ott. Ott able to shovel it back up top. Gavlis waits for it after Pennington got stick on the Ott pass. Now set-off, left point. Sends it in. Preston ran into by Gavlis. Changing in the offensive end is Bloomington. Now Preston going to jump up on it. He'll come back 2-on-1 developing. Okabe right side. Drop pass. Bloom. Okabe. Time and space running out. It skips through 2 K-Wings as it goes over the stick of Pennington and Preston. Come back with Ott and Kalinakovitz. Ott. Drop pass. Set off. Looking for 2. And he passes and they score. Kalinakovitz second goal of the game. It's 4-1 Bloomington. Now set off and Pennington have words. Go from end to end, and Bloomington is taking control with 10:35 remaining. Now Dama throwing it up. Josh Bloom. And they continue to chat. Just a beautiful weight job as Kelly Nakovis on the left wing. Stuffs it into the back of the net. You see the K-Wings trying to pull out of this one. 10:35 again remaining, and trying to get the celebration ending on the Bloomington bench. We have 9 players on the ice. Now we got 5. Coxon to take the draw. It's moved across the neutral zone. Drasner will pick it up. Funnel it down. These two teams will go back at it tomorrow on pink ice. K-Wings have it. A shot and a save made as it goes off the top of McKay's helmet. And out of play and about a row deep. We'll get a face-off in the offensive end. The K-Wings will play Bloomington tomorrow, and then they'll head to Iowa for 3 before heading to Cincinnati. Time of the Kelly Nakovic goal, 9:25. K-Wings win the draw. That one fired wide from Ott. And set off. Working around the offensive end. Lee trying to find it. Comes out. Now Strand has it right side. Across. Drasner skates, stick, shoots, and a save made. And more extracurriculars. This time to the right of McKay. He's finding a way to dig deep here. Scratch one out quick. Credit to Bloomington, same with their system. 3 of the 4 goals coming by forcing errors. 2 off the end board and 1 with an odd man rush the other way. Bloomington wins the draw into the left circle in their defensive end. They wrench it around from left to right. Aiden McDonald, hard time finding the handle. He does regroup. Finds Jackson, who blisters it wide. Ishida right point across the blue line, connects. Ferguson a drive, that one goes wide. Picked up by Colin Bielik. Bielik, rink wide feet, connects. Paul Connor in over the right point. Moves it down. Gets Ferguson smushed into the boards, and it's a big clean hit. And now cross check from behind was Cox with no call. Turnover, Strand back in, just flushed it wide. Now picked up by Bielik. Now we get another penalty as Ferguson wrenches down Cox, and now he'll touch it. And we'll have everybody come together once again, and the K-Wings will head to a power play trailing 4-1 with 9:22 remaining in the third. Bielik talking with Ferguson. As he heads to the box, see if the K-Wings can find a power play goal here. They're able to get underneath Bloomington's skin on Sunday and climb back into the game. Face off to the right circle. Second power play for Kalamazoo here in this contest. Time of the penalty, 10:38 roughing. That's the Heritage Sears and Roofing power play. Gets off on the right circle, jammed around. Kuntz tips it off the end board as it moves up the left wing side. Up top to Lee, moves it to Okabe, settles it down. Matsushima flexes over on him, forces him into the right wing corner, banks it back up to Lee. Lee to Bloom. Bloom climbing, shooting, and that one goes off the end board and bounces back to the high slot where Jaden Lee will pick it up. To Bloom, down low, Preston in and gobbled up, but taken away. Bloom a snapshot, and that one fought off by McKay. It'll roll all the way out of the zone. Good job by Bloom from pulling it out of the trapper of Dryden. K-Wings can't get it back in, as it's Backed off the stick of Kuntz. Jalen Lee will quarterback it out. Robidoux flexing. Robidoux out on the penalty kill here. Wings move it in. Now Bloom takes the feed back to the slot. Jam shot by Okabe goes off the high glass, activated by Bloom. Bloom back to Okabe. Across, 56 seconds left in the power play. Robidoux able to, whoa. Robidoux just slashed, and that's not a call. Just two-handed across on Lee. I think it's cleared down the ice. K-Wings come back out of their own end. Nolan Walker onto the ice, snaps it around. McKay will be able to stop it underneath. K-Wings coming downhill on him quickly. Moves it to Ortiz, seals it in the right wing corner. 26 seconds left on the power play. It's jammed back. Now Denis has it. He's going to move it all the way down. He'll work on Pennington as he comes all the way into his own right wing corner. Slams it around, gets out of the way of Denis. Colin Bielik chugs out of his own end, drops it back to Nolan Walker. 7 seconds left on the power play. Pennington into the zone, they set it up. Pennington climbs left wing side, shoots that one blocked. Dave May eats it, back to full strength. Are the Bloomington Bison. K-Wings with it deep. Glove down by Pennington on top of the left circle, back up top. Skate stick, Bielik. Now Walker a drive and a blocker save made by McKay. It's going to be cleared out of the zone. We'll skate 5-on-5. 7 minutes to go. K-Wings trail by a score of 4-1. There's Kyler Wall with speed and over the line. Comes back for it. Seals it right wing corner. Tries to flush it underneath. Setoff able to intercept it. Doherty comes back for it. Drags it across the goal line on the right wing side. It's poked away. Under Strand at center ice. Rink wide feed to Connor. He'll lay it down into the left wing corner. Bloomington giving chase in their own end. Ott now able to hinge it after he gets sealed by Doherty. Bodies continue to fly here. It's sent all the way down. Yeamans will drop it, trying to complete a hit on Wall. Can't find it. Connor gonna move it. Here comes Evan Doherty. Doherty now in over the line, will jam after it. Ishida finds it. They move into the right wing corner. Ferguson underneath. Ishida gets drilled by Doherty. And K-Wings continuing to play physical despite being down 4-1. Now Lee crosses zone to Drasner. Drasner off the glass, glove down at center by Mack, toss right back downhill. Under 6 minutes to go in the third. Now Josh Bloom takes the feed from Lee. He'll dump it down. Preston will go work on Gavlis. Okabe able to pick it off the boards, and then Drasner came down and it goes past him. And Bloomington will get a quick change. We get a whistle, tie up, Bloom, and Gavlis. Is Bloom going to go for a second consecutive game? And now they shed. Gavlis throwing rights. They're in the right circle of the offensive end for the K-Wings. Gavlis coming through. Bloom ties him up. And they'll break it up. Second fight here tonight. First one was Yeamans and Doherty. Now Bloom and Gavlis as they both head to the sin bin with 5:30 remaining in regulation.
One more moment to dance like nobody's watching.
That'll bring us to our final media timeout of period number 3. All Bison 4-1. Take a break. Back with more after this.
Ever wish you could visit Italy but just can't afford it? Don't worry, Jasper's Pizza and Fine Italian Food will be your tour guide as you go on a culinary tour of Italy. With the best ingredients shipped straight from Italy, Jasper's is made from scratch sauces, pastas, and pizza won't disappoint. Jasper's, located at 5190 Gold Road, is the place to go for all your pizza and pasta needs. Jasper's has been a Kalamazoo staple since 1977 and still serving you great food today.
Is a full season ticket plan too much commitment, or does your schedule only fit weekend games? Then check out the K-Wings Flexi plans with 12, 24, and 36 packs available. You can pick when and who you want to attend with. Starting at just $156, Flexi plans give you all the perks and let you experience the K-Wings at your convenience. For more information, call the K-Wings at 269-345-9255 1125 or go online to kwings.com today.
Well, if the Cardiac K-Wings are going to come out tonight, it's going to happen right meow. K-Wings trail by a score of 4-1. They're going to head back to another power play as we get a roughing call to Ferguson. Correction, that is a roughing call. Is going to wait for it to officially show up. I believe that's going to go to Gablis. It's him and Blooming getting a fight. They're both off for 5 minutes for fighting. Back to the PK goes Bloomington. K-Wings 0 for 2 on the power play. Got a string of 4 consecutive games with a power play goal, trying to make it 5 here. I think they're going to get another body into the penalty box for Bloomington. It'll be Brad Morrison. So back to the Heritage Roof and Exteriors power play we go. Right circle face-off. Gontus Walker along with Kiefer, Bielik, and Pennington. K-Wings win it. Pennington right point. Kiefer climbs. Kiefer looks closed off. Walker gives it right back to him. Now Pennington and Bielik a drive, and that one blockered off. Picked up by Gontus. And rocking all the way back to Pennington, center point. That pass misses Kiefer. He'll head into the right wing corner and cleared all the way down the ice.
Kalamazoo, it's time to raise the roof for the Heritage Roofing and Exteriors power play.
Pennington now drops it back to Walker out of his own end to Gontus. Right wing side, stick check by Robidoux. Flung back out. It's a high sticking call to Gablis for the extra 2 minutes. Pennington now out of his own end. He'll start the rush up. Swiveling behind him is Strand. He takes the pass. He'll find it. Come into the zone over the line. Finds right wing side Okabe to Strand. Banks it back up to Okabe. Lee center point with it now. Lee to Strand. Strand back up to Lee. Calling for it. Okabe a drive. Blocked by Ishida. Dribbles wide. Picked up underneath by Preston. Back up to Okabe. Tipped it to Lee. Back to Okabe. Okabe doesn't like the look. He'll turn it back. Left circle. On 4 minutes to go in the third. K-Wings trail by 3. Across, scores! Coots able to find it. He was standing on the right side of the crease. He jammed it in. Goals in consecutive games for Jackson. Power play goal. That's 4-2. We'll get a huddle at center ice. Everybody seemed kind of dumbfounded on the Bloomington side. We'll look at it here. They are going to have a look. And, see if it went off the bar and in. K-Wings believe it did. But they want to have a look. So the fling came from the right post. What they're looking at is it danced inside at that left post and the crossbar. So did it hit back bar and the rolling bar on that left side and come off that left post and out? The K-Wings seemed pretty sure that it was in. So in to look at the iPad, Chad Fuller, Trevor Wolford. Spin on the iPad. We'll talk about how we got here. K-Wings had a 1-0 lead all the way until the 12:46 mark of the second. Mark Kelly Nikovas was able to find the back of the net, 7th of the season. And then it went Aiden McDonald just a minute 19 later. followed by Senoff to start the third, and then Kelly Nikovitz again at 9:25. And we have a decision. It's a good goal. The K-Wings with power play goals now. In 5 consecutive games, Kuntz with goals in 2 consecutive games. Preston Okabe with the assist on the power play goal at 15:59. So 4:06 remaining in the third. Kalamazoo has made it a 2-goal game. Cox able to win the draw. That'll bring Sackman with a blast in. Rims around from right to left. Strand trying to win it out with him and Kyle Jackson battle. Cox digs it. Doherty tied up. Puck floats back and dribbles on top of the left circle and then brought back out as Carpo will lay it down as Jackson will stay on the forecheck. Sackman takes it underneath. Plays it up. K-Wings will come up with it. Doherty over to Strand through the neutral zone over the left point. Drops it back. Pennington a quick drive and a glove save made by McKay. You get a whistle and a stoppage. So Bloom only had 1 fighting major prior to the 2 this week. 90 career pro games between the ECHL and AHL. Okabe with that assist. He has points in 4 of his last 5. Goal and 4 assists. And with 3:33 remaining, that'll bring Ty Young to the bench. We'll get a 6-on-5 opportunity. Kalamazoo has been quite fortuitous in 6-on-5 opportunities this year. As we get a timeout by the K-Wings, they want to talk about it. How fortuitous, you ask? They've scored 7 times with the 6-on-5 opportunity. We'll see if we have the number 8 here. We'll take a 30-second break. K-Wings trail by a score of 4-2. We'll be back after this. Oh, Bloomy wants to have a timeout. Okay, so timeouts on the Bloomington Bison. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Do you want the opportunity to create great memories with your friends without being tied to specific game dates or times? Check out the Kalamazoo Wings Flexi plans with 12, 24, and 36 packs available. You can pick which games you want to attend and who you want to attend the games with. Starting at just $156, Flexi plans give you the perks while enjoying hockey on your own time. For more information, call the K-Wings at 269-345-1125 or go online to kwings.com. K-Wings Nation, let's block.
.33 left in the third. 4-2 Bloomington. Net empty down to the left. Cox, Walker, Gontu, Spielik, Pennington, and Kiefer. They're going to try and solve Dryden McKay here. Right, quick face-off win. Senoff will fling it. Pennington will skate to stick it over to Bielik. Into the slot. A shot. Save made. Walker throws it back net front. It'll go off the left wing corner as he's trailing into the right circle. Bielik has it. Bielik up to Pennington. Over to Kiefer. Kiefer down low. Walker back to Kiefer right side. Up top to Pennington. Pennington. Bielik drive blocked by Datema, and that one squirks back out to center ice. Bielik now wrenches it rink wide into the right wing corner. Played by McKay. Throws it up the board, scoots, Kiefer, and the ref they meet. Now they battle down low. Gontus took a high stick but gives it up. Cox now to Bielik, back up top. Pennington a drive and a save made. Comes back to Pennington. Now Kiefer, down low, Walker, into Cox, a drive. That one blocked out in front. Now it comes up top, Kiefer, over to Bielik. Left wing, Kiefer right, fakes a shot, drive, that one goes wide. 2:28 remaining in the third, Bielik with it. 6-on-5 here. Walker right side drive, it squirts through the blue paint, comes back up top, Pennington with it. Now Kiefer being flexed, and there's Matsushima. off the bar. He's going to get the rebound and put it in the empty net. Oh, boy. Off the left post, and Eddie Matsushima with the exclamation point. It's 5-2. And a great job by Eddie to foul that one up. Goal 15 of the season. We got 2:09 remaining, and the 3-goal lead has been restored. Good pressure by the K-Wings and an opportunity to make it a 1-goal game. And we're at center ice with it with 2:09 remaining. O'Connor going to wave it into the zone. Preston will chug after it. Preston on Ashita. Ashita trying to move it out that far side. Preston comes up to the half boards, trying to win on Robidoux. Robidoux gets it pitched back. It'll fall right in the lap of Bimo. Sends it out to the neutral zone. So Matsushima goal at 17:51. The empty netter. K-Wings will lay it down. That'll be icing on Kalamazoo. We'll come all the way back. These two teams will square up tomorrow on pink ice. Going to be a packed house here at Wings Event Center. 7 p.m. puck drop. We'll come on the air at 6:45 p.m. with the CSM Group pregame show. And for the K-Wings, barring an epic miracle, it's 5-2 score right now. The season series will now be all evened up at 4-4, 0-2. These two teams, after tomorrow, will play 3 more times. Approaching 2 more times. They won't see each other until March 13th, and then they'll end it on April the 5th. Tomorrow will be the last home game for the K-Wings in the season series as Preston comes back in. Going to wave it out in front. That one almost found a home. Now Denis going to knife through as K-Wings back check, able to take it away. 1:14 remaining in regulation. Sent all the way down. Bloomington on their way to winning 2 straight here at Wings Event Center.
1 minute remaining in the period.
This has gone back and forth throughout. This is the first team to win 3 straight. Bloomington won the first one. We're under a minute to go in the third. Back in October, then the K-Wings took 2, then Bloomington took 2, then the K-Wings took 2, and now Bloomington with 3 straight. So tomorrow night launches a nice little winning streak as the K-Wings will head out to Iowa for 3. And Iowa's been playing tough lately as well. Just moved all the way back, dumped in on Ty Young with less than 30 seconds to go in regulation. K-Wings with a 12-8 shot total here in the third. 27-25 overall, but Bloomington capitalizing on the mistakes here tonight. K-Wings come in for one last rush. Doherty downhill, shot save made, rebound pushed wide. Is McKay able to fight it out with 5 seconds? Kelly Nikovitz will wrench it. And the horn will sound. With the win, the Bloomington Bison skate out of here with a 5-2 victory. They improve that record to 22-16, 2-2. They pick up points 47 and 48. On the other side, the K-Wings fall to 17-18, 3-3. Again, our next broadcast will be tomorrow. We'll come on the air at 6:45 p.m. with the CSM Group pregame show. Drop the puck at 7 p.m. for the 25th annual Pink Ice Game. If this is where you leave us, we remind you to never forget how awesome you are. The Bud Light postgame show will be coming up next. Ty Young falls to 7-4, 1-0 after stopping 20 of 24 shots in the game. On the other side, Dryden McKay improves to 14-10, 1-0 as he's able to turn aside 25 of 27. It's a Bud Light postgame show. It's K-Wings fall 5-2. It is next.
Wanted, weekend warriors, and recovering couch potatoes. Are you looking to lose weight or just want to improve your physical condition? Work smarter with high-tech fitness coaching from Athletic Mentors. Born out of our work with elite athletes, but designed for everyone. Our metabolic testing and body composition ultrasound will put science on your side to optimize your workouts. Check out our packages at athleticmentors.com under functional fitness. athleticmentors.com.
Honor Credit Union has been this community's choice for generations.
My parents and grandparents were both Honor members, and when I was about 6 years old, they started an account for me. Honor feels like it's where our family puts their money. So we recently started an account for my 3-year-old son, so he's having a similar start to what I did.
From their first savings account to retirement planning, we're here for every milestone. Honor Credit Union is a family tradition you can count on. Visit honorcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Here at the K-Wings, we like to think it's hockey season 24/7, 365. The action doesn't stop when the final buzzer sounds, so make sure you stay in the know on all things K-Wings. From news to entertaining content, you can find us on all major platforms at Kalamazoo Wings. Smash the follow button on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter for all the behind-the-wings action you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook to stay up to date on all the other news, events, contests, and prizes. Fly high with the K-Wings today.
K-Wings fall by a score of 5-2 here at home. That home record falls to 7-11, 2-3, and they are now 8 points back of the Bloomington Bison for that tie, for that third place bid, and we'll see how Indy does in the out-of-town scoreboard as the K-Wings had a 1-0 lead all the way until the 12:46 mark. This is the Bud Light postgame show. Felix made it 1-0 at 2:13 from Pennington and Sacramento. And then it was Kelly Nikovitz, followed by McDonald, just a minute 19 apart. And that gave Bloomington a 3-1 lead heading, or 2-1 lead heading into period number 3. Just under 4 minutes in, Setoff got a juicy rebound, climbed through the left circle. He notched his 8th goal of the season. That made it 3-1. And then it was Kelly Nikovitz with his now 8th goal, 2nd goal of the game, as that made it a 4-1 game. K-Wings would make it a 2-goal game on the power play goal by Kuntz, his 2nd of the year. And unfortunately, an empty netter by Eddie Matsushima that went off the post, and he just hustled back down and was able to bump in the rebound for his 15th of the season. That's all the goal scoring in the contest, 5-2. K-Wings 1 for 3 on the power play. Bloomington was 0 for 2 on the power play, I believe. Let me look through here. You have Drasner for slashing. That's 1. Then Yeamans and Doherty. Roughing to Ferguson. Gablis, Bloom. No, yep. 0 for 1 on the power play for Bloomington. Thought they got the second one in that early parts of the third. Nonetheless, the K-Wings are able to be perfect on the PK, and they get a power play goal, and unfortunately unable to win here at home. Ty Young, he suffers his 2nd consecutive loss as he is now looking to find that win column again after just a outstanding month of January. For him, he's now looking at 3 straight losses, 1 in overtime, as we will see how these two teams battle it out tomorrow. They'll go back at it. For Ty Young, his record falls to 7-4 on the season, with 1 loss in overtime. On the other side, Dryden McKay was fantastic, the reigning ECHL goaltender of the week. He was able to make 25 of 27 stops in the contest. No doubt we'll see him tomorrow again, as he's able to improve that record to 13-10-1-0 on the season. As we check out the individual shots between these two teams, 3 shots on net for Ryan Cox. That's bested, though, by Colin Bielik with 4. On the other side, 4 shots for Ott, as he has a goal, 3 assists in this contest. And we'll get the score sheet updated later on that one. And we will have ourselves a shot total of 8-5 in favor of Kalamazoo in the first, 12-7 in favor of Bloomington in the second. And then K-Wings outshoot Bloomington 12-8 in the third, 27-25 they outshoot Bloomington, but capitalizing on 3 mistakes. They all find the back of the net for Kalamazoo, and Bloomington skates out victoriously in front of 2,566 here at Wings Event Center in a game that took 2 hours and 28 minutes. Final out-of-town scores of the contest. 5-2 victory for Reading over Greensboro as they come back to beat the Gargoyles on the road. Savannah, they're holding on for dear life. It's 3-2 with 1:31 left against the Florida Everblades. And Adirondack makes it 3 straight wins as they beat Troyes. They improved that record to 24-13-4-1. 5-3 victory there. Then we head to Atlanta. It's a 3-3 tie with 5:28 remaining as they come back as Jacksonville was up 2-0 in that game. And they are able to erase that. Indy tied at 2 with Wheeling with 5:43 left in the third. Maine, they're up 5-3 on Orlando with 5:21 left in the third. Toledo, they're trailing Cincinnati as they took their momentum from Kalamazoo into Toledo. It's 5-2 in favor of the Clones. Fort Wayne up 3-1 on Iowa as there's 16:11 left in the third in that one. Kansas City coming up on the end of the second period, hosting Tulsa. They trail 2-1. Rapid City is in Wichita. It's a 1-1 tie, start of the third. Norfolk down 3-1 on the road to Allen with 4:16 left in the second. And then Idaho is hosting Greenville to a 1-1 tie with 6:55 left in the first period. And we have ourselves Tahoe hosting Utah. That one will get going here in about 23 minutes. One you want to turn the page on for sure. You wanted to get this win at home and respond to the Bloomington Bison. Unfortunately, the K-Wings have now fallen to 0-1-1-1 in the month of February. And they're looking to get right in front of a packed house tomorrow for Pink Ice. We'll come on the air at 6:45 p.m. with the CSM Group pregame show. Drop the puck at 7. And now that we're done with our out-of-town scoreboard, that'll do it for our broadcast. For my in-arena producer, Mr. Tim Heimbaugh, to my left, my statistician, Michael Toltz, and then on social media, Emily Roman. My name's Chris Cadeau, reminding you to never forget how awesome you are. Win or lose, always time to bounce back. And we'll see you tomorrow night, everyone.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 30th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; EFL Canada Insurance, and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2026 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservation partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing provider; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2026 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.